The purpose of this practice is to start adapting ourselves to the use of the equipment we will use during the whole semester in the genetic engineering laboratory. Throughout the following video, various tools used for manipulating samples are going to be shown and manipulated. Likewise, you will briefly see how is the proper handling of this equipment, and we will make some activities that are going to help us to have a better understanding and familiarization with the environment during the whole semester in the laboratory.
To sample, first adjust the required volume and take an appropriate tip. Then, press the plunger to the first stop and insert the tip at a suitable depth. Finally, let the plunger button up slowly and wait a few seconds to remove the tip of the solution. To deposit the sample, just press the plunger to the second stop. It is important to remove the tip of the container before releasing the plunger to prevent suck out the solution. To discard, press the tip ejector button.
First, to prove that you are using the micropipette correctly, you have to adjust the digital volume indicator moving the plunger bottom. The micropipette of 1000 microliters was used to measure 100 microliters. Then, you lock. After that, you take the correct tip with the micropipette. Now, press to the first stop and take the water using the technique that was mentioned previously. It's important to emphasize that the balance must be at 0 before you take the sample that we are going to weigh. It means that if a container is inside the balance, you need to tear it. Then, you add the sample into the container. Close the balance to prevent a wrong measure, and finally you can read the result. In this case, we measure 100 microliters with the micropipette, so the weight must be 0.1 grams.
To prove that you are using the micropipette correctly, we are going to measure 3 times the same volume and put them into a microtube. So, in this way, you must have as a final volume the total of the 3 previous volumes. A volume of 330 microliters was taken with a micropipette of 1000 microliters and added into a microtube. You have to repeat this step 2 times more. So, at the end, you must have a volume of 990 microliters in the microtube. To prove this, you need to adjust the digital volume indicator to 990 microliters and take out all the liquid you already have in the microtube. If there was a drop of water inside the microtube after you remove the total volume, it means that the measure was wrong and it was not reliable.
After watching this video, you should have a better understanding about the importance of using properly the equipment required in laboratory. During the practice, we had the opportunity of being acquainted with the subject's environment. It is elemental to note that if the process of pipetting isn't accurate, if we have an improper handling of the equipment, or if we have a lack of attention when sampling, we could have results which in turn will affect adversely our final work.